Knock, knock. Anybody home? It's Dusty. Augustine, is this you? It's really off the grid. Nobody knows this is back here. They can get down there and get to water where it's cooler. They can bathe, wash clothes. Knock, knock. John, are you home? John, it's Dusty. We have a large number of people that are just sleeping outside. Our folks don't have anywhere to go that need a house. There's not enough housing. The homeless population that we service, almost 100%, they just came out of broken families, bad families, just a lot of trauma in their life that has led them to where they are today. All of these people they're just like you and me and anybody else. There just wasn't anybody there to pick them up when they were at a bad spot in their life.
We really think that one of the single leading causes of homelessness is the profound, catastrophic loss of family. Oftentimes people think that it's drugs and alcohol, but those are really just the medication. We were fundamentally designed for human-to-human interaction, to live in community, to support one another. When you become isolated, you remove those elements out of your life.
So the homeless situation in Waco is pretty unique to a city of our size. Right now, we've got about 250 homeless in Waco from our most recent study in 2023. That's up about 25% from where we were in 2022, which tells us that it is a growing number, faster than we would like for it to be.
Today, what we're seeing with our homeless friends and trying to get them off the street is there's just no housing. There's no place for them. The demand for housing is too great.
It all started a few years ago when McLennan County and Waco started to see a number of these low-income, low-budget motels start to close down. Homelessness in our community has been a struggle for decades. Between these motels that were closing down and a number of other issues that are affecting homelessness in our community, we decided we can't sit idly by and not do anything about this.
Show you, so you see that second dip way out there? We'll have our maintenance building. This will kind of be where you come in. The store will be here from the parking lot, which is right behind us. This is where people will gather. Right across the street from it will be the big welcome center. The first neighborhood will be right immediately beyond that, still on this part that's already been cleared.
As we began to survey models from across the country, we really landed on what we think the most successful model was in this ecosystem of permanent and supportive housing, and that was Community First in Austin, Texas. Community First Village is a master planned neighborhood that provides affordable, permanent housing and supportive community for men and women who are coming out of chronic homelessness. Through design, layout, common areas, community kitchens and gardens, the village is intentionally designed to encourage community. Every step along the way, God continued to affirm both the model in Austin and the steps of progress that we were making here. Creekside Community Village will be a 68-acre master planned community that combines permanent supportive housing with life-giving community engagement. When we're fully built out, we'll have 346 homes on our property, which will have access to the Welcome Home Center, we'll have access to community kitchens, also have access to what we're calling living rooms, places where you can come and watch the Super Bowl and hang out and play pool, play ping pong, work on your resume, take a job training class. Having the ability to create spaces where community is encouraged is vitally important to the success of not just the community overall, but all of the individuals that will be living here. Yeah, so we're standing in what's called a park model home. There's probably going to be about 50 of these throughout the property. You've got a nice, comfortable place to sit. These are really highly energy efficient, and you've got a full kitchen and a full bath.
So Creekside will have services, behavioral health services on site, and we'll also be shuttling them to where they need to get to for the help.
One of the aspects, one of the ways that we would like to create community is through a term that we call missionals. We are inviting people who aren't formerly homeless to live out in this community
Those missionals will be there for support, because it takes that, having someone to walk alongside you and check on you, and getting a ride to the grocery store or a doctor's appointment, or just having someone to sit down and have a conversation with when you're going through a hard time.
This mixture of those who are not formerly homeless but choose to live with those who are creates an ecosystem of support that will not just allow people to be lifted up off the streets, but it empowers them to stay off the streets permanently.
It's all about community. It's not about housing. The homes all have front porches. The homes all face 5 or 6 other homes that have front porches. So you cannot live there without being part of a community.
This is going to offer them, maybe for the first time in their life, a sense of a wonderful community and a sense of having a true family that will look after them and be able to enjoy life with them.
When all of your time is spent trying to figure out where your next meal is going to come from, where you're going to sleep that night, that takes up that just takes up a lot of mental and spiritual energy. When those base needs are met, it frees people up to live the life that God is actually equipping them to live. If there is anything that we ought to be most willing for our resources to go towards, it ought to be our care for our needy neighbors.
A community like Creekside that first approaches individuals with dignity and seeks to provide them not only with permanent housing, but with solutions to the problems that led to their instance of homelessness, but helping them with mental health services, helping them find training and job opportunities, I think is a much better and holistic approach to helping to solve our homelessness issue in the city of Waco.
Good morning and welcome to this momentous occasion. I'm so honored to kick off the groundbreaking for Creekside Community Village. Today represents the culmination of years of praying, of planning, of plotting. Through it all, there was an unwavering and deep focus on our mission to provide the people of Waco this permanent, supportive housing with life-giving community engagement.
The fabric of getting people healthy is community and village, and we are part of that village.
In less than a year, we will have 40 previously unhoused individuals, residents at Creekside.
If one of the leading causes of homelessness is the profound, catastrophic loss of family, housing alone will never solve homelessness for an individual, but community will.